What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. I am so excited to be filming a new video for you guys. It has been a long time since I have sat down in front of the camera, and that's because I had to move states and I didn't have a camera anymore and a whole lot of stuff. But I got a camera, so I'm excited to be back at it, and I thought we could start nice and simple today with my January TBR. And to be honest, I have not been reading a whole lot. Okay, this year was kind of a wash, if I may say so myself. So with that being said, I think I read, let me just look to see how many books I read in the year of 2024. I think I read like maybe around like 10 books or something. But anyways, let's just go into the books that I want to read in the month of January. I have 6 books that I chose for my TBR, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, first book on my TBR is a little chunky. It is Quicksilver by Callie Hart. This I feel like was like Book Talk's It Girl over the summer, or just like recently. I don't know when it was, but this was like the book that everybody was talking about. You know, there's always one. So I picked this up recently and I really want to read it. It is a little chunky girl. It's like 550, 600 pages, I think it looks like. And I honestly don't really know too much about this. I just know that it is fantasy romance, and that's kind of all I want to know, to be honest with you. So if you've read this, let me know if you liked it. Okay, and I kind of just want to like go back to the things I love, and I love Sarah J. Maas. Here's the deal with Throne of Glass. The first time I started reading Throne of Glass, I got all the way to Queen of Shadows, okay? So then I took like a year break, and then I was like, okay, I need to reread it so that I know what's actually going on and it's gonna give me a better experience. So then I started rereading Throne of Glass probably, I don't know, probably a year ago again. So the second time around, I got like halfway through Queen of Shadows. So I need advice. Should I go back, reread it again for the third time and go through it? Or should I just like pick up where I am on Queen of Shadows? I think I'm tempted to go back and reread it. This time start with Assassin's Blade, because every time I've read it, I've started with Throne of Glass. And I feel like I always kind of lull after I get to Assassin's Blade and then go into Airfire. I don't know. I know it's the way that Sarah says to read it. But yeah, so curious for you guys' thoughts and opinions on this, if I should go back and reread it for a third time or just start here. But this is also on my TBR for January. So then, as I'm thinking about books that I like to read and that get me into reading, it's short, quick, fast-paced, and usually thrillers are ones that I love. So I have a couple that I chose off of my shelves. First one being All In by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This is part of the Natural series, and this is the third book in the series and the second to last one. I think this one, the gang goes to Vegas or something like that. So this is just a third installment. I honestly kind of forgot like where we're at in the story, but you don't want to know that anyways, being the third book. The series is really fun, quick, fast-paced. It's like a young adult Criminal Minds. These kids work with the FBI to figure out cold cases. This is kind of the adventures that they go on. It kind of seems like every book centers around like a different person as part of the group of the Naturals. I think there's like 5 of them. This is the next one. And then I have Beautiful Ugly by Alice Feeney. I believe this is her newest release, and it sounds really good. So it's about an author. So it's about an author who So it's about an author whose wife goes missing, and then a year later, the author is like taking a little retreat to kind of like collect himself, and then he happens to stumble upon the impossible, a woman who looks exactly like his missing wife. So I think this sounds good. Alice Feeney is always fun to read, and she typically does like pretty short chapters too, which is fun. So I'm excited to read this quick little book. And then the next book I have is The Last Word. This also has to do with books. This is by Taylor Adams. It's about a girl who reads a bunch of books and puts reviews out, and she gives like a really bad review for a book that she didn't like, and then the author is seemingly coming to get her. So I think that's fun. So I'm excited to read this one as well. I read No Exit by Taylor Adams and really loved that a couple years back, so I'm excited to read this one. And then I've just got one more book that I decided to add to my TBR, kind of like the mood that I'm in right now. Like I really just want to get engrossed in a story. So let me know if I'm choosing the wrong thing, but I did grab The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab, and I've just heard nothing but great things about this book. It is really thick, and like the reason I have not read this yet and I've had it on my shelves for years is that I hear that it's slow, and I just am so scared of slow moving books. So maybe this isn't the time to read it, but if you think it's a really great book and that I should read it, let me know. So these are the books that I want to read in the month of January. I know this video was really short and sweet, but that's kind of what I just wanted to do to start off posting videos again. And I will be posting a 25 books that I want to read in 2025. So look out for that. I'm excited to show that as well. And then all the reading vlogs, all the stuff. But yeah, just short and sweet. And I'm super excited to be back filming videos. Yeah, that is all I got for you guys today. I will see you in the next one.